Hotep to the family, Ashe to the ancestors that's here and in the next world. This little short video is about why all African Americans and all descendants of Africans, why we should go back to Africa. Now, you probably got some of your black people today that be like, I ain't going back to Africa. They ain't got no clothes on. They don't got no electricity. They ain't got this. They ain't got that. Listen, man. You got to think about it. The person who made the light bulb was a black man. Even though they said it was that white dude, we all know that it was a black man. So, if you got black people that's making all of this stuff in the world, don't you think that you would have black people that go back to Africa and do all the things that they got over here and make it as modern as they can without taking from the environment and messing up the soil and the air and all of that stuff? So I hate when people say that. So please, y'all, don't say that. Now, the reason why I say that all descendants of Africa should go back to Africa is not only, just to live there, but to learn about your own land. Learn about your heritage and your people that was before you. Learn about the things that they did that made them great at the time that they was great. And you follow suit. And not only follow suit, but make it better. So I feel like all Africans, all people that's descendants of Africa should go back to Africa. It's colonized. You got Britain there. You got Japan there. You got America there. You basically got all these other countries that's running our homeland when we should be running it. Now, I just feel like all Africans should go back there so we could build up our temples again, make our own schools, and control our own land and get everybody else out of our business. There's no reason why a Japanese man, a white man, and an Arab man can control your land that your people established for themselves. They didn't establish it for the world. They established it for you and me and all the rest of the descendants. You get what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you want to have that land that you could say is rightfully yours? Think about it. You could be proud to say you're an American, but you can't be proud to say that you're African and that your people got their own continent and they controlling it and we making the rules. Don't you know that how many steps ahead of everybody that we could probably be? Look at all the things that's in the world right now that's influenced by black people. You got music. You got movies. You got books. All the scholars. It's so much stuff today that black people done either made, or they had a hand in making, or they came in and dominated. Even with sports, basketball, football. You even got some people in baseball that's black. You remember King Griffey Jr.? I'm pretty sure you do. But what I'm saying is I feel like it's wrong for other people to control a continent that is specifically for our people. If you're a son child, you are of Africa. You got melanin in your skin, you dark skin, you are of African descent. And what's the hottest, continent on earth? Africa. Where are the people of majority dark skin? Africa. Why wouldn't you want to go over there and teach the people that's already there modern stuff that that can help them better themselves? and also learn from them traditions and a spirituality thought of what their ancestors and they are bringing to the current world that we're in today. You got everybody biting off of something that's from Africa. But none of the Africans is getting any credit from it. So what is you going to do? I think that we should go to Africa, make some type of way that we can take back the land that's rightfully ours. If you can give the Jews back a land that you're not even really even sure that is theirs, why can't you give the Africans back their land? Why? Too many resources. You got to think about it. The majority of the modern medicine today that's made are, especially like the fat burners, the stuff that make you not hungry, that's Africa. Fruits that we eat, bananas, mangoes, pineapples, that's Africa. The real fur that you get, that all you ballers want to have, all you millionaires, thousandaires, whatever, however much money you got, where you think they getting that from? Africa. Snakeskin, Africa. Lion fur. You get what I'm saying? Chinchillas, Africa, bruh. You got all of these resources that's coming from our land, and we not getting no type of credit for it. We not reaping off of everything that our people had freely. All of that was ours. Rainforest, ours. Wild, ours. They actually made a dam back in the days, which covered up so many monuments in Nubia. Drowned all of our history. Took a little few select things and took it back to their, to another place that's in Africa. No, it was right there in Nubia. I mean, temples is underwater right now because of modern stuff that they want to bring to us that we didn't want. I just feel like we should claim something that's rightfully ours. It's not theirs. There's no reason Japan should build an African statue. That's one of the tallest statues in the world. Did you know that? Of an African man, his woman, and their child, basically naked. You could walk into it. You could walk all the way up to, I think, like the ear or something like that. The eyes, maybe. Japan built that, though. We should have been the ones building that, not them. How can they sit up there and give our ancestors props in our land and get the credit for it, when we done built temples and pyramids and the Sphinx and all of that, and they basically tell us it's a dark-skinned white person that did it? Brothers and sisters, all I'm asking you to do is just to think about it. No matter how much you may think that it may hurt for you to go back there. Rest in peace. Even Dr. Sebi and others, they made a cure for AIDS. Why can't we take that to Africa and give it to our people and have everybody good? Why, when people see Africans on the street, we don't embrace them and bring them in like they are ours? They are our relatives, whether you like it or not. No matter how dark they are, they're still your relatives. But why do they get treated different? And why do they treat us different? Because there's plenty of African people that come here from Africa and act like they're better than us because our ancestors were sold into slavery. When they was in slavery too. But they was just still in Africa. under the control of the Great Britons and the Arabs and the Europeans and Romans and the Greeks, Persian army. Come on, let's be honest here. So they're no better than us, and we are no better than them. But what I'm saying to you is, I'm pretty sure that if all of us band together, not just African descendants that's in America, but all over the world, and we protest and even fight if we have to take our homeland back, I'm pretty sure that we'll get it. And pretty soon you'll see all the other nations follow suit with us, follow what we doing. I'm not going to take up all your time and all that, but that's basically what I just wanted to say, to put something in my black people head, to not just think about worldly things that's going on right now, and think about your home. Think about where you came from. Maybe not in your physical shell that you in today, but you still a part of, you're just a reproduction of your ancestors. And where did your ancestors come from? I just want people to think about that. Instead of everybody saying, oh, I'm going to Atlanta, won't you say, yo, you do the sincere way, the belly way, I'm going back to Africa. I'm going there to raise up my people and make a home for myself there. Because that's where I belong. We don't belong in America. We don't belong in Europe or Russia or Germany or Australia or Brazil. We don't belong there. We belong in Africa. Okay, yeah, we had travelers way back millions of years ago, but still, don't you think that some of them, what did they do? They went back home and told their people about these things and all the resources that they had there. We got to learn how to think, man, and not just think about fly cars and all this money and flashy things. Let's think about our home. Okay, you want to protect the youth? Think about our home. You want to protect black men from getting killed by police? Let's think about home. Because if you leave, what do they got? They don't got nothing. If all your money is going towards your home, your people, what do they got? You remember, if you work, you're paying taxes. And by you paying taxes, you're paying a policeman's salary. I just want my people to think about that, man. Be smart. Don't just think about taking out revenge. Think about going home. Because that's what we need to do. We need to go home. We need to leave all this madness. Because everywhere you go, if you choose even another country than America, other than Africa, you're still going to be oppressed. What, you think they not oppressed over there in them other countries? You don't think them Ethiopians is getting oppressed in Jerusalem and in Russia and all those places? They getting oppressed too. So it ain't no different from over here. They just don't do it as rough as they do it over here. But I just want y'all to be smart, man. Just stop thinking about other things, man, and think about a way that you could solve all the issues. A way that our forefathers that was back here, our civil rights leaders and all of them was thinking. You get what I'm saying? Don't just think about that, man. Think about home. And once we all band together, if another nation come against us, then we can fight them. Be smart, man. Hotep to the family, man. Ashe to the ancestors, man. Everybody be safe, man.